The New York Times.
And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. All right, a moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Cleveland. On Monday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And for their matchup with the Supersonics, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
A look at the opening lineup for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Mobley and Allen control the paint for them. Garland and Mitchell, the lethal backcourt pair. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And for Milwaukee, Trent Jr. and Kuzma on the wings. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. And it's Carroll in at the point guard position. It's game 1 for both teams, Clark. Preseason is over, and this new season is underway.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel that both teams are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Carroll. There's the 3. Mitchell grabs a miss. And here's Allen. Off target at the rim. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Kuzma. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Carroll. There's a screen by Turner. Just 4 to shoot. And the basket by Carroll.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Mitchell. Outside Garland. Launches it. Knocks it down from distance.
Rise and fire. I just love how assertive Garland is on offense.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, it's been a remarkable comeback story for Lonzo Ball. He became the first player ever to undergo cartilage replacement surgery on his left knee. Now, with a role on a winning team in Cleveland, this is a great situation for a player whose IQ for the game is as good as ever.
The cagey veteran. All right, Shams, thank you. Here's Antetokounmpo after the basket by Cleveland. Trent outside. Lets the 3 fly. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Look, the intentions were good. I like the unselfishness, but the execution, a lot to be desired.
Lonzo Ball's checked in for Cleveland. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, "My guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape." Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Trent outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Turner, a screen on Mobley. Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Kuzma to halt the run. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Milwaukee this season.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Now here's Trent. And Kuzma the bucket on the assist from Trent.
Yeah, give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Portis, he's checked in for Turner. Livingston comes in for Kuzma. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Trent. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Carroll. Cleveland also making some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Allen. Tyson comes in for Hunter. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Darius Garland. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. Here's Tyson. Puts up a three. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. 1:31 left in the first quarter here. You know, Clark, last season saw the passing of Junior Bridgman, who played 10 seasons with the Bucks and whose jersey hangs in their rafters.
Yeah, he was a consistent, reliable scorer and just a quality teammate as well. But his legacy extends far beyond what he did in his 10-year career, which was quite impressive. His legacy as a businessman, philanthropist, community leader was in many ways unparalleled. Just a terrific guy and a great loss to Louisville, to the basketball family, but also to humanity. He was a shining star in all that he did for others. Kept moving and found an opening, staying active. Anthony grinding for that bucket in tight.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. No good from outside.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's Livingston missing. Cleveland has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And here's Horford for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo inside. Mobley's on him. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
Here's Tyson. No good. Misses at the buzzer. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game.
Chili up, yeah.
The countdown is on from Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Fiserv Forum. The Timberwolves taking on the Bucks. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, they've started the season with an even 1-1 split, shooting to get on the better side of 500 tonight. Bucks, Timberwolves. Tip-off coming right up. It's Friday night and live on 2K Sports. We're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll face off against Ja Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll host the Washington Wizards.
And for the matchup with the Cavs, that one will mark game number 6 for them in the NBA season. We'll see if there are any adjustments between now and then to the rotation.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the small forward position. And for the Bucks, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Trent on the wing. He's joined by Kuzma. And it's Carroll in at the point guard position. And with every new season, DB, there's always a great sense of optimism around the NBA.
It's such an exciting time. Every team comes in with a clean slate. You've put a ton of work into your offseason in terms of individual skill development. There's a lot of optimism, and so much has yet to play out.
And Turner throws it down.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Oh, here's Edwards. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. His team is facing off with the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. As far as how they plan to defend him, Coach said it'll be a team effort. They plan to rotate who has him defensively, and Coach's words were, Ant is so special. You have to guard him with the numbers. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Kuzma kicks to Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the three-point line, and it worked to perfection.
Here's Carroll after the basket by Minnesota. For 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Randall against Antetokounmpo. On the top of the key. Randall no good.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Randall against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Carroll. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's DiVincenzo. Good work defensively by Trent. Fires the 3. It's good from long range.
This guy is so comfortable from beyond the arc. You give Gary Trent Jr. a look from 3, and look out, folks.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis's hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Here's Giannis, following the 3 by Minnesota. Out to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, a screen on DiVincenzo. And Carroll gets it to go.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Randall. Playing Portland, he was nearly unstoppable. Here's DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Kuzma outside. Puts it up from 17. Julius Randle with the rebound. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Lets it fly from 18. And that's good off the glass that time.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Carroll passes to Turner. And here's Kuzma. Shoots over McDaniel. Kuzma can't get it to go. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Trent. Pass to DiVincenzo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Randall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Outside Turner. Kuzma kicks to Giannis. His first shot coming late. And he overshot that one, missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 5.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Carroll with a screen for Trent. Back to Carroll. Puts up a deep 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. The Timberwolves leading. Randall outside. Gobert with a screen on Antetokounmpo. At the elbow, it's Gobert. That's good from Randall on the assist by Gobert. Randall's got his second basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
There's the triple. Second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
The first free throw is good. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Both good from the line that time. Endorsed for the Timberwolves, 2 consecutive trips to the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, this is by far the franchise's most successful era to date. But of course, they are not satisfied. Anthony Edwards desires a championship because he wants to be considered amongst the all-time greats.
And here's Carroll following Julius Randle's 3. Kuzma left side. To Carroll for the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Now here's Kuzma. Back to Carroll. And here's Giannis. Here's the teardrop. Basket counts. Giannis has got his second basket of the night.
And defensively, you hope you've accounted for everything. Then Giannis whips out the floater. Insane.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Randall. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And Randall subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Timberwolves leading by 3. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Reid. No good on the 3. Milwaukee's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. It's stolen by Ingles. Here's Gobert. Randall passes to Reid. Now Dillingham. Back to Reid. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Bucks trail by 3. Porter in the corner. And it's Anthony top of the key. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Ingles with the ball. Scoreless thus far. And here's Randall. Ingles up top. He's covered by Livingston. Randall from outside. Sims with the rebound. And the Bucks, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you, Kevin.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Portis against Reid. Back to Porter. Portis a screen on Randall. There's Porter with the 3. And so it's Ingles with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 6-point lead. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Making substitutions here. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. In fourth, the Bucks.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. To the middle. Anthony with the bucket.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
Here's Dillingham. He has yet to score. Nice move. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Anthony. From 15 feet away, Reid with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. Carroll against Randall. Lets it go with the three. Dillingham, no good.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Porter, no luck. Randall outside. And it's in. Oh, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
They've got Kevin Porter. Cole Anthony is out there with T. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
Here's Dillingham. Bucket is good. Dillingham's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
On the wing, Ingles. Bounce pass from Reed. Dillingham setting the screen for Randall. And the basket by Ingles.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Carroll with the three. Happy to see that one going after missing 6 of his 9 shots today.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Dillingham. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. This one for 3. That shot off the mark.
They're winning despite his performance here, and they have had his back all night.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now here's Carroll. 12 points for him. On the wing, Porter. And there are the Bucks with another bucket. Here's Randall. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
switching. Livingston's checked in, and the Timberwolves also making a change. Luke's checked in for Joe Ingles. Here's Randall. He's got 11. From 13, it's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 8. Porter looking it over. Now Carroll. He's got 12. Outside Anthony. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Reeves got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint, here's Randall. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Randall. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team. And it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Outside, Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Now here's Randall. Reed with a screen for Randall. Randall outside. Randall can't get that one to fall. Bucks trail by 8, and it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
And the Bucks making a change here. Rollins is checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Randall.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion. But best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
Here's Dillingham. Back to Randall. Tips it. And there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got his 2nd basket of the night.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Giannis kicks to Carroll. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rollins the pass to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo through contact.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front,
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
changes here for the Bucks. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Rollins. And Trent subbed in for Cole Anthony. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. He had 22 points in the win against Portland. McDaniels outside. Shoots the three. A rebound by the Bucks.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by DiVincenzo. The shot by Carroll no good.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Here's Randall. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
The guys, over the years, we've seen Randall become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. 11 points in the game. It's stolen by Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall against Antetokounmpo. Back to DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Carroll. And it's Trent off the drive.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Timberwolves leading by 5. And here is DiVincenzo. Nothing on the board. Here's Randall. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. His last outing, 16 points for him.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
DiVincenzo passes to Randall. No good. Giannis with some nice D. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 5. And Carroll gets it to go.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Oh, that is a stone-cold 3 by the Ant-Man.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Minnesota with the rebound.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
DiVincenzo against Carroll. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Offline with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Took him no time at all on that one. 17 points for T.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Down low. Good work defensively by Turner.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Giannis dishes to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you guys.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the report. Anthony's checked in for T. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Reed's checked in. Bucks trail by 3. Giannis kicks to Turner. Here's Kuzma. No good. That would have tied it. The Timberwolves shooting in this game 45%. Edwards looking it over. Pass to DiVincenzo. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
When it comes to offensive rebounding, one of the best in the business, Rudy Gobert.
Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now here's Trent. 9 points last game out. Here's Giannis. And he can't bank that one in. Timberwolves leading by 7. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. Tries the spin move. The muscle from Edwards. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Kuzma with a screen on Reed. And Antetokounmpo.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Reed. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clark shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Trent gets the bucket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Minnesota shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. Edwards drives in. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 9 points in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Kuzma outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Julius Randle getting it done for the Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much for that interview. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with you for the second half of the game right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
You look at the Timberwolves, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first 2 games, this next one could indicate which direction they're headed. And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
Timberwolves leading by 7. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Up at the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
And Doris, we saw it. Something just clicked for Jaden McDaniels and his rebounding in the 2025 season.
Well, his rebounding and beyond, let's remember his team decided to put the ball in his hands a little bit more, and he elevated his game on the offensive end as well.
One shot.
At the line for one, Miles Turner. Doris, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a Renaissance man, very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interest.
Now, Carroll, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Giannis inside, defended by DiVincenzo. And it's Giannis missing. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for Minnesota. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo, 15 points in the game. McDaniels against Kuzma. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Shot from 6. And there's Randle on the assist by McDaniels. And now it's a 12-point Minnesota lead. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Bucks passing it around. Trent kicks to Kuzma. Giannis high post. Randle on him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Giannis. Antetokounmpo playing strong inside.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Randle passes to Gobert. And here is DiVincenzo. For 3, Edwards. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Bucks trail by 13. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Giannis dishes to Turner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. Bucks number 1, in 4th, the Timberwolves.
And it's no secret that both of these teams rely heavily on the three-point shot. That was the case last year. Look at those numbers.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. DiVincenzo with the screen on Trent. For 3, Edwards. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Turner. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Turner's got 9 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Trent. He's got 7. Floats and pairs. Giannis taking flight.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Randle. A 3-ball. Edwards, no good. Trent against Edwards. Here's Kuzma. And the lead is down inside single digits.
All Kuzma needed was the basketball. His feet were planted. He was ready on the catch.
Outside Edwards. Back to Randle. Good D by Giannis.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Now here's Carroll. He's got 17. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Edwards. Trent gets the bucket.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Chance here to check out some stats on Giannis Antetokounmpo, coming off a terrific season. And he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. McDaniels up top, guarded by Kuzma. Randall a screen on Carroll. Pass to Randall. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Carroll. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards with it. And it's Trent picking him up.
Boy, oh boy, when Anthony Edwards gets downhill, turn the lights out, folks. He's a handful.
Kuzma outside. Giannis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
He got a little ahead of himself there trying to pull the team even.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
Randall passes to McDaniels. And here's Edwards from the arc. They get it again. Three-pointer. That's no good. It's his second miss. He's made 4. And it's Carroll with the ball for Milwaukee. 8-point game. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Clock at 6. Kuzma outside. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Nothing going his way. Boy, it feels like he's forcing it and to no avail.
8 feet away. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Antetokounmpo. 19 points in the game. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by McDaniel. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Anthony comes in for Gary Trent. Dillingham's checked in for Minnesota. So it's the Bucks now, trailing here by 8. Anthony can't hit. Drives to the hoop. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Now Carroll. He's got 17. Outside Portis. Banked in off the glass. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Randall outside. McDaniels outside. To the inside. Edwards getting the close range too.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Pass to Turner. There's the lob at Kumbo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got 6 here in this quarter.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Oh, here's Edwards, covered by Anthony. McDaniels outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists now in this one. Turner with a screen for Carroll. That one good for 2. Carroll's got 19 points.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Dillingham. What a terrific move that was. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim.
Portis a screen on McDaniels. Giannis driving to the rim. It's good. He's got 23.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
For 3, Edwards. A rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Giannis outside. Five on the clock. Back to Carroll. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. They've led by as many as 14 points. Inside. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Bucks trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Cole Anthony's teammates appreciate playing with him because they know they're open. He's going to find them.
Pass to McDaniels. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Now here's Randall. Launches a 3. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Anthony.